Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of Mansfield Town News and Views. As always, guys, join in while we talk about everything MTFC. As always, we've got plenty to discuss tonight. We're going to be discussing the Colchester game last night and that impressive 2-1 victory with goals from Rhys Oates and Jordan Bowery to secure us 3 more points. And we're also going to be talking about some of the debuts as well. Including Jamie Murphy last night, who had a great debut. And also we're going to be looking ahead to Bristol Rovers. So, as always, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Where better else to start than Rhys Oates' goal? We've seen some really good goals at the Mill over the years, but, Rhys Oates, again, just much of this season, he's just a complete machine. What a top player he's been for us just as a whole this season. But you won't find a better goal this season in League Two. It was just absolutely phenomenal. Just how far he went up the pitch to take the defenders on. Just phenomenal, really, But as always, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below about the Colchester game and what your thoughts was on it. But yeah, like I say, Rhys Oates, once again, he comes up trumps like he has done this season. And, like I say, once he runs at defenders, then he's an odd player to take down. He's the size. And, again, he's just the player that, not only is he good for the goals, but he's a defender's worst nightmare, like I say. And, again, it just typifies him as a player, just running at defenders, causing players problems, and just phenomenal. And again, what a top guy he is. Get down some more comments, guys. Evening, Toby. Thanks for tuning into the podcast, mate. Appreciate that. Chris, evening, mate. Hope you're well. Stags all flying. Yes, we are, Chris. Like I say, unbeaten in now, in 10 games now. And again, we're just on such a fantastic run of form, and again, we just get better and better as the games go along, really, and again, it's all looking good for us. I just hope we can keep it up, really. But yeah, there were so many positives from last night's game as well. Now, I want to talk about Jamie Murphy as well. I mentioned a bit earlier. I thought he did quite well. I thought, for his first start, he did really well down that left-hand side on the wing. Caused a few problems, put in some good balls, tested the keeper, and he's shown a bit of what he can bring to the team as well. I was really impressed with Murphy, to be honest, and I thought he really did well in his debut, to be honest. I thought he played really well. Obviously, as a player, Nigel Clough's knows really well, having had him at Sheffield United, another one of the deadline day signings, and yeah, I thought Jamie Murphy did really well. What did you make of his performance, guys? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below on Jamie Murphy. But yeah, like I say, I think it gives us another option to our forward options, So yeah, and if he can get himself 100% fit and last the full 90 minutes, then he's another player that can come in and really add to the competition, the places we've got with the players. Let's have a look. Toby, Stags to League One. Well, in the current forms, Toby, yeah, I don't see why not, to be honest with you. We've got a couple of games in hand over some of the teams. Obviously we're not too far off on the automatic spot. So, yeah, we're in such a good position at the minute. So I don't see why we can't. Obviously we've got some tough games coming up away from home. But again, yes, they are tough games, but at the end of the day, the form that we're in and how we're playing, you fancy us, to be honest. And I think whoever comes up against us will know that, to be honest. And like I say, we've got the strength and depth within the squad. Definitely we've got the players to do it. So, yeah, I don't see why we can't, really, to be honest with you, Toby. I don't see why not. But yeah, like I say, guys, let us know your thoughts on the Colchester game as well. What really impressed you, or what really stood out? Let us know your thoughts as well. But like I mentioned, the Rhys Oates goal, you can watch that for years to come. It was phenomenal. I don't think you can say much more than that. It was just phenomenal, But again, that's just Rhys Oates in a nutshell. Taking players on, no fear, direct. That's just Rhys Oates for you, and you know exactly what you're going to get with him. And again, that's his 8th goal of the season, I believe. So yeah, fair play to him. And like I say, I think in the first half, for that much of the game, I thought we was on top of them, to be honest. I don't think they caused Nathan Bishop much threat, Colchester. I thought we had the better play, and it was one of them games where we could have scored 3 or 4, to be honest, with the chances that we created. Obviously, Lucas Akins, he had a massive chance, which he probably should have scored from that range, to be honest. He had a big chance. So we had more chances to win the game by, to be honest, but it's one of them. We grinded out the game, and to be honest with you, I thought we contained Colchester quite well, and we should have really got a clean sheet. But at the end of the day, we managed to get the 3 points, and that's all that matters, really. But yeah, again, we just, like I say, the first half we dominated it. To be honest, Colchester wasn't really in it, to be fair, was they? We was all over them, and Colchester was just a calamity, to be fair. And like I say, they just didn't test Nathan Bishop at all. Bishop might as well have got a deck chair out, to be honest, because they didn't test him at all. But that's testament to the defence, really, as well as the midfield, for restricting Colchester from any real chances, to be fair. So credit to the players for that. Evening, Danny. The whole first half was impressive. Second half, I think we was fighting our way through it. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Like I say, we perhaps should have put more chances away in the first half. Or like I say, with Lucas Akins having a chance. And obviously the drop ball as well that we had, which are always tough to score, to be fair. But you at least got to hit the target from a drop ball. I know it's close, and I know it's hard when there's players, in the net, but at least at the target, But no, can't really complain at anything, to be fair. And like you say, the second half, we let Colchester on the ball a bit more, and we let them have a lot of possession. And again, it's one of them. Apart from the free kick they scored, which you have to say was a great free kick, and no keeper saving that. But it's one of them, apart from Elliot Hewitt giving a free kick away when he should have just kicked the ball out of play for a throw-in, would have got the clean sheet, personally. But look, I'm not going to slate Elliot Hewitt because he's been a standout player, to be fair, Elliot Hewitt. So yeah, it was a stupid foul. There's no mistake about it. I don't know, he should have just kick the ball out, to be fair. But look, I'm not going to slate Hewitt. He's been our most improved player, to be fair. And again, the whole team, deserved the 3 points. Let's have a look at more of your comments. Ellen, hope you're doing well. Cracking goal by Oates. Will be interesting to see how Longstaff will get into the first team with the quality we already have. Yeah, well, thanks, mate. Yourself? Yeah, it was. The Rhys Oates goal. I keep saying this to people, and you won't see a better goal like that this season, in my opinion. Just for a player just to not only run at the defence from all the way in our half, but when you've got defenders trying to take you out and still go on and get a shot away in itself is impressive for me. And if that doesn't get goal of the season, then I don't know what will, to be fair. It was phenomenal. And again, it just, like I said earlier, it just sums up Rhys Oates as a player. Direct, no fear. And he's been doing that for a few months now, to be fair, and he deserved that goal. And, he's been such a key player for us. And again, when you've got a player like that in form, it can only be good for the team, and that's why Danny Johnston's not been in the side, because Rhys Oates has been so great up front. It's been hard for him to be in the side, but that just shows you the quality that we've got within the squad. And like you mentioned there, Longstaff as well. I mean, I think a lot of people was expecting Longstaff to at least come off the bench for maybe 20 minutes or so, but it just shows you the quality of players that we've got on the bench now. I mean, obviously Ollie Clark came on, Kieran Wallace, came on to obviously cover, as well as Farron Rawson. But yeah, and it just shows you the strength and depth we've got at the club when Matty Longstaff can't even start the game. because of the players in front of him being doing so well, and that just typifies it. But yeah, Longstaff will get his chance. I think it's one of them. Like Nigel said, you've just got to be patient, and he's right, because the players have been doing so well in front of him. It would be harsh to drop him. In case of injuries or suspensions, then yeah, definitely put him in. But Matty Longstaff can still play a big part of this season. He might have to be a bit patient, but we've got so many games coming up now in the upcoming months that no doubt Matty Longstaff will be starting plenty of games. It's just, obviously at the minute, he's just having to bide his time, but no doubt he'll get his chance, and when he does, then that can only improve us going forward. But yeah, the quality that we've got within the squad of players is phenomenal, I mean, like I say, you've got Danny Johnson on the bench. You've obviously got Ollie Clark there. Danny Johnson, like I mentioned earlier. So just in every single area, we've basically just got so many good options. It's a fantastic headache to have for Nigel going forward. Let's get down some of your comments. Danny Akins was pushing it a bit with their players. To be honest with you, I think he put himself about Akins and should have got himself a goal in the first half. I think he'll admit that himself. But he's another player, Lucas Akins. Similar to Rhys Oates, physical player, direct, and he's one of them players that he can still have such a big impact on the team as well. And it was great to see him start the game, to be fair. And he's another player that can cause defenders problems. But yeah, last night wasn't the best of games that we've seen him play, to be honest. But he's obviously only been here for a couple of weeks himself, so he's obviously still getting to know some of the players. But yeah, he's someone that's really going to improve us going forward, and as soon as he starts scoring, then it can only improve us. But yeah, he's someone that really looking forward to seeing more of. Let's have a look at more of your comments. Evening, James. What a goal! Yeah, it was. Like I say, goal of the season. End of story. Just end it there. Just phenomenal. And like I say, just a phenomenal strike as well. But that's just Rhys Oates for you, and we've been missing a play like that for so many years, since we've been back in the Football League, in my opinion. And again, it just shows you the confidence that he's got under his belt, and one of the best re-signings that we've made in recent seasons, Rhys Oates is, without a shadow of a doubt. To get a player of that calibre for free is fantastic business by Nigel and David Sharp. You have to say credit to them as well for getting him to the club. James, made even better, they tried to hack him down. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier on. Yeah, I said that as well. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Like at least two of them was trying to get at him, and even they couldn't handle him. But that's what I mean. That's what you really need. That's what you need from your players: just directness, no fear. And you could see the Colchester defence all night was a bit static, in my opinion. And he just ran at the heart of that defence. And again, that's what you've got to do, though. You just run at the defence. Just no fear. And again, that's what Rhys Oates gives you. That's what he'll do. He'll never stop running for you. He's even when we haven't got the ball, he'll close players down. He'll get himself about, and that's the players you need to get promoted. They're the players that you need in his side that's going for it. Never say die attitude, working hard, on and off the ball, and that's Rhys Oates in a nutshell. And again, he deserved that. He did. You won't see another hard-working player, a hard-working striker, should I say, in this league, in my opinion. But yeah, he's a Nigel Clough player. He really is. Excuse me. James, can I say I was really impressed with Atkins, his work rate, the bloke never stopped. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I think that just typifies all the players as well as Akins as well. Like, all the players' work rate, they just don't stop going for the full 90 minutes. They'll always chase things down, and just give it their all. And that's all you can ever ask for as a fan. And that's what we've got within these players, is because they know if they don't work hard enough, they're going to be out of the side. And yeah, Lucas Akins as well. not just because of his physicality, but just his hold-up play as well was great as well, as his touches as well. And, again, he's someone obviously, I know he's not been here that long, but we haven't seen obviously what he could fully do yet, obviously. But, we all know what he's capable of doing, Lucas Akins. And I said this, that when we signed him, he's going to be a player, when he's banging form, it will be hard to get him out the side because, as we know, he creates goals, he scores goals, he can play in numerous positions, and it helps with him being versatile because he can go back and defend should we need to do that. And he offers you a bit of everything, Lucas Akins. But yeah, he's a complete machine. Similar to Reece Oates, really, isn't it? Lucas Akins, he just doesn't stop running, puts himself about, and yeah, that, like I say, they're the kind of players that you really do need in this division, in my opinion. You really do need them kind of players. But yeah, like I say, so much positivity, to be honest with you. So many impressive performances. And even Jordan Bowery, when he came on, not just for the penalty that he scored, he took the penalty really well. But I thought even when he came on, Bowery, even before the penalty that he scored, just when he got the ball just from out of the box, he ran at the defence and then laid off Clark for the penalty. And again, Jordan Bowery, a few months ago, people wanted him out of the club and were criticising him, and look at the difference now in him now. But yeah, like I say, we've just got so many good options on and off the pitch, where if some of the players aren't doing it, then you can look to the bench and you've got even more quality to bring on if it's not working in the 90 minutes, really. But yeah, Jordan Bowery, again, like you say there, James, is playing full of confidence. You can just tell he's enjoying his football, can't you? You can tell that, he's not rushing things. You can just tell he's enjoying his football, basically. And, fair play to him, because he's had a lot of criticism. He's had a lot of stick throughout the season. And, a lot of people didn't really see him as part of the future. And fair play to him for proving everybody wrong, including myself, to be fair. And again, it just shows you that the more harder you keep working as a player and the more the manager believes in you, that, you can turn things around. But yeah, Jordan Bowery, fair play to him, and the penalty, to be honest with you, it was a great penalty, so calm in front of goal, sent the keeper the wrong way, just one of the most calmest penalties that you'll probably see this season. This is the way he put it past the keeper. It was fantastic. But yeah, like I say, the only criticism I can really say about the Colchester game was, well, I'd say constructive criticism more than anything, would probably be that we didn't keep a clean sheet. But look, at the end of the day, we got the 3 points, and we knew it wasn't going to be an easy game. But look, the main thing is we got the 3 points. But yeah, like I say, just adding into that unbeaten run now, and again, the home form in general has just been fantastic. I never remember this home form being as good as what it has been. It's been such a long time since we've had a good home record. But it's fantastic to see. It really is. James, to be fair, it was a bro free kick. Oh yeah, I take nothing away from it. As it was a great free kick, and like I said earlier on, no keeper saving that. But I just don't get why Elliot Hewitt would, foul his man at that position. But look, end of the day, it doesn't take anything away from the performance. Like I say, we've got the 3 points, so that's all that matters, really. But yeah, like I say, I think Colchester, in my opinion, I think they was lucky not to go down to 10 men. That tackle in the first half, that really, I don't know how the alley stayed on the pitch, to be fair. But again, I don't really like talking about referees or officials too much when I do these, because I just can't stand to. But the referee was so poor last night. Some of the decisions against us was just unbelievable. I don't know what it is with League Two officiating, but honestly, some of the decisions that go against you is just mind-blowing. I mean, luckily enough, it didn't cost us a game in the end, the referee, but my God, some of the bloody, fouls that he were blown for, and that it was just unbelievable. Really, I swear League Two referees get worse every week. They're just some of the some of the decisions. They're just mind blowing. Just a poor officiating in League Two, isn't it? It really is. But the main thing is it didn't affect anything, and we came away with the 3 points. Like I say, James, the ref, missed everything. He did. It was terrible, wasn't it? It was absolutely shocking. And I'm not being biased when I say that. Like I say, it was just terrible for both sides, to be fair. But League Two officiating feel, like I say, it's, as we know, it's not the best. But I don't know, it's just awful, isn't it? Really. But no, luckily for us though, I think again we just extend the unbeaten run that we're going on, and again we just look like we're just a complete outfit. But yeah, like I say, I was really impressed with Jamie Murphy as well. For the guys that's just tuning into it now, I thought he did really well. He custodied himself really well. To say it was his first start, he looked really confident. And again, he's another player that he brings that experience with him. Ex-Scottish international, played at a high level in the Premiership and as along with the Championship. And I thought Jamie Murphy did really well. I thought he was great down that left-hand side. Putting some good balls into the box, and he even tested the Colchester keeper, and I was really impressed with him. He had a good first debut, to be honest, Jamie Murphy, and definitely he's someone that I hope to see more of, really. James, he was terrible. My boy said it all. He was shocking. He was just awful. I mean, I could say that as a former referee. I used to be a referee in my youth and stuff, and some of them decisions I look at and I think, bloody hell, I was even past his training, awful, very bad. James, he looks well, makes things look easy. Yeah, he does, and again, like I say, he brings that calmness to things and that experienced head that you need. Obviously he couldn't last the full 90 minutes. He said to Nigel, at the touchline, that he wanted to come off and that. But yeah, he's someone that hopefully will have a big impact on the team as well going forward. And yeah, he did. He had a really good debut, and I was really impressed with him. He really did stand out for me. Obviously Rhys Oates, without a doubt, was the man of the match. Don't think anybody can say anything other than that. Rhys Oates deserved the man of the match. Just for the goal alone, it was phenomenal, and to be honest. But no, I was quite impressed with Jamie Murphy. He did really well in his first game. Excuse me. But yeah, phenomenal. And obviously, we're looking ahead to the Bristol Rovers game on Saturday. The first of 3 away games that we've got coming up. It's one of them. The away form this season hasn't been the best. I think we've only won 3 games away from home, so it's not been the best. The best stats that we've got. Quote me if I'm wrong there, guys. But yeah, we've only won 3 games away from home this season, which is something that we do need to improve because. Obviously, if we do want to be challenging, then, we do need to be picking up more points away from home. But yeah, like I say, Bristol Rovers, to be honest with you, Bristol Rovers, they haven't really, you wouldn't, in the position that they're in, you wouldn't expect them to be there with the players that they've got, to be honest. They've not really kicked on to where they probably thought they would be. So, it's one of them, every game's tough away from home, regardless of who you're playing or where they are. But yeah, like I say, I think it's a good chance for us to carry that unbeaten run this Saturday against Bristol Rovers. I do, but yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below as well, guys. Looking ahead to Bristol Rovers, what's your thoughts ahead of that game? Are you expecting another win or draw, or do you think it's going to be too much for us? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Speaking of comments, Neil, evening Neil, Oates goal of the season. Yeah, it's got to be, Neil. If it's not, then something's wrong, to be honest with you. Honestly, it's just, and that's not taking away from any of the goals that we've seen in League Two, because I've seen some really good goals in League Two, don't get me wrong. But that, to me, just end it there. Just end the vote there. Stop the count. End it there. But yeah, going back to Bristol Rovers, it's going to be interesting to see the lineup as well, because obviously we've got games coming thick and fast now. A Saturday Tuesday games coming up a lot, so obviously we're going to be rotating some of the players. The likes of Matty Longstaff getting a chance to play, and along with potentially Danny Johnson maybe. So, but I wouldn't really change too much though going into the Bristol game, because, like I say, the team's been doing really well, so I wouldn't really want us to change too much, to be fair, unless we're forced into due to injury or illnesses. But personally speaking, I wouldn't want us to change a lot from the lineup, to be fair. I mean, I don't know if you guys are the same on that, but the team's been doing so well, you don't really want to be upsetting the rhythm too much. So, obviously, say if all the players are available from last night, then I'd keep it more of the same, to be fair. But no, I don't think Bristol Rovers, in my opinion, or no disrespect to them, I don't think they're that much of a greater threat, to be fair. They haven't had the best of seasons so far. They're a team that you'd probably expect with the players they've got that should probably be higher than what they are, but for whatever reason, they're there for a reason. And again, it's a good chance for us to get the 3 points, to be fair, because they're the teams that you want to be, playing against, really. The teams that aren't really doing much in the league, to be honest. And again, you look at the other games that we've got coming up after that. Newport away from home, which will be another massive game. Tranmere not too far away from that as well. So, it's one of them. We've just got to go to pick up more points away from home. It's as simple as that, because the home form's been fantastic. It has. It's been, one of the best home records this season, I believe. I don't know whereabouts that is, but we've been phenomenal from home. We just need to try and replicate that away from home if we can. We do. Let's have a look. Neil, the form we are in, we have nothing to worry about. Bristol Rovers, I don't think so. I mean, all due respect to them, I think we've just got to go there and play to our strengths and let them worry about us. And I keep saying this, but there's no point worrying about what the opposition can do. Just let them focus on what we can do, really, more than anything else. Let them worry about us, and we'll just play to our strengths. So. And obviously Nigel's been there before as manager at at Burton, Sheffield United, as well as Derby. So Nigel has been in this situation before. He knows these players more than any of us do. And, if he feels as though he's got to drop players in favour for somebody else, then, he's been right up to it with the winning results. So, yeah, and hopefully we can go down there and, and like I say, just carry on this winning run of form we can go on, to be honest. Like I say, on paper, I think we've definitely got the players to challenge anyone in this league, to be fair. So, yeah, like I say, we've just got to carry on doing what we've been doing these past couple of months and just keeping this unbeaten run that we've got going on, really, to be honest. So, yeah, there's nothing really to worry about, in my opinion. But, like I say, guys, going into the game, would you change anything with the lineup? Would you change anything going into it, or would you keep it more of the same going into that game? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. But no, like I say, I wouldn't change much unless obviously we're forced into. But other than that, keep it more of the same, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I'll probably keep it more of the same. But if anyone else comes in, we can call, we've got players that can come in and do a job, like, Matty Longstaff and other players as well. But again, the likes of Johnson, Longstaff, they will have the chance, because you think how many games we've got coming up, Saturday, Tuesday, and that, and everyone's going to get a chance to play at some point. And even last night, I think many of us, including myself, would have thought, and would have seen Matt Longstaff coming off the bench for the last 20 minutes or so. But again, it just shows you the players that we've got in front of him are playing so well. It's hard for them to get dropped, really, and that just shows you that the strength that in depth we've got of the squad when you've got players playing so well in front of you. where you can't even get Matty Longstaff in the side, and that just that just typifies it. To be fair, how well the players have been doing. But that's what you want. You want everyone to be fighting for each place, and and just giving it their all. Evening, Paul. Oates brilliant again last night. Goal. Referee absolute joke. Clueless. Think Barry needs to start Saturday. DJ's time will come, and when it does, God help other teams. Yeah, brilliant comment that, Paul. Absolutely bang on with that, mate. Yeah, like I say, I think like we've all said about Jordan Barry. Reece Oates' goal of the season. I don't care what anyone says, it's goal of the season. End of. No debate. That's it. Without a shadow of a doubt. Fantastic, Yeah, referee, like you say, complete and utter joke, among other things. Absolutely abysmal. But again, this is what I mean. Just not just last night, but just the officiating in general this season. It's just awful in League Two, isn't it? It's just really bad. I mean, the standard is just very poor. I mean, luckily enough, it didn't affect the result, obviously, and we still went on to win the game. But I mean, come off it. You just ask for just a referee just to get the decisions right, but he wasn't. He was giving them everything. I mean, but it's not the first time we've seen that. And yeah, Jordan Barry, I'd be more than happy to see him start. I thought he was quite unlucky not to start last night, to be fair. He dropped him in favour of Akins, and I can see why, partly, but yeah, Jordan Barry, the month that he's just had, he's been phenomenal. And when he came on, converted the penalty, and even before the penalty, I thought Barry did well. He ran at the defence, and he set Clark up, and he won the penalty, and he got Clark to win the penalty, and then he converted himself. So he did well when he came on, Barry, to be fair. And so yeah, and Danny Johnson, like you say, still not seen the best of him yet. Like I say, he got the hat-trick a couple of months ago against Newcastle in the Pisa Trophy, and then gets injured, and ever since he's been back, he's not featured at all, to be fair. But look, like I say, we know what Danny Johnson's capable of. Obviously, he hasn't played as much as what we'd have liked to see him, but when you've got the likes of Jordan Bowery and Reece Oates firing on all cylinders, they're two players that it's hard to drop because they've both been banging form. And again, that's simply why he's not been starting, DJ, because I think if either one of Bowery or Reece Oates haven't been doing good, then surely he would have started more games. But that's the only reason that he's not been in the side, because of how well they've both been playing together. And obviously with Lucas Akins coming in as well, that's obviously up the competition. But again, like you say, when he does start scoring, Danny Johnson, then it will certainly put fear into it, like you say. Let's get down some of your comments, guys. Evening, Dave. Bowery for Akins, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. But this is what I mean. It's such a good headache to have, though, as a manager, when you've got so many players that you debated on who to start, and at the start of the season, obviously, we didn't really have this dilemma when you think about it, with the quality of players that we had, more due respect to the players. And you look at the bench now, and we've got players like, Lucas Akins now, Danny Johnson, obviously Reece Oates up front, Jordan Bowery as well. And we've just got so many options all across the pitch, in every area. And like I say, whoever starts the game, if they don't play well enough, then they know they're not going to be in the side the next week. So, whoever starts, they know they've got to put in a good performance, because, again, there's so many players that can easily be in that position, to be fair. So the players have got to be on it. It's as simple as that. The players have really got to show what they're about if they want to obviously remain in the side. It's as simple as that, But yeah, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't change too much, to be fair. I would be tempted to put Longstaff in there, to be honest. I would be tempted. But I think if anything, I'd keep it more of the same, and then potentially bring him on in the second half of the game, depending on how the game pans out, because that's the other thing as well. Obviously, if we're playing really well and we're winning confidently down at Bristol, then we could bring him on. But it just depends on how the game goes against Bristol, to be fair. But we've just got to see how it goes, really. And that's obviously all we can do. To be honest. On the side note, the club have said that obviously they're giving the fans a chance to interview, put your questions to Nigel and David Sharp at the fans forum, the virtual fans forum. So if you've got any questions for Nigel Clough or David Sharp, then if you record your video message to to them, then you can do that. You can actually go to see it. It's on the Wednesday, the 16th of February at 7 p.m. in the 1861 suite. It's £5 per person. So you can actually go to the event as well. It's again, it costs you £5 on the 16th of February at 7 p.m. So there's a total of 170 tickets available as well. So if you want to get down to that one, get yourself down there as quick as what you can. So yeah, like I say, looking forward to that one. If you're going to go down to that one, I don't think I'm going to be asking anything myself personally. I'm not too sure if I'll do that as much. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, like I say, if you're interested in that, then you can email Mark Stevenson, I believe, to answer your question. So, but yeah, just a final thing from me tonight, guys. It's a bit of a short one tonight, like I say, I was meant to be joined with John Fox, but he got called into work last minute, so it's just me for tonight. But like I say, guys, if you're interested in coming on the podcast, feel free to message me privately. More than welcome to come on and join me, and just obviously talk all them things MTFC. But yeah, just the final thoughts from me, guys. Ahead of the Bristol Rovers game, it's another good chance for us to extend the unbeaten run. It's playing against a side that's not really been doing much this season, to be fair. So it's a good chance for us to, try and go on another winning run. We've got some tough away games coming up, and I think out of the teams that we're playing away from home, all due respect to Bristol Rovers, I think it's a big chance for us to go there and get the 3 points, to be fair. And I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win to Stags, to be fair, if I'm to do my predictions on that one. For that. But yeah, guys, thanks again, as always, for tuning into the podcast. Appreciate you tuning into it, watching it from wherever you are. Appreciate the support, as always, guys. And, next week, hopefully, hopefully next time we speak, we'll be talking about 3 more points away at Bristol Rovers and looking ahead to the next game. Thanks as always, guys. Appreciate you taking your time out of your evening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And let's hope we all have a great weekend. And we're talking about 3 more points for the Stags. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate the support. Take care. All the best. The Stags.